What's going on, gardeners? Today I'm going to share with you how I use nutrients and how I pot my transplants into their final location. So here I have a super sweet 100 tomato I will be growing in a pot, and all you have to do is just make sure you dig out a hole for this and make sure it's a little bit deeper than what you want, because you want to plant tomatoes just a little bit deeper. I'll set this to the side than where their current root system is. That is because tomatoes have adventitious roots along their entire stem, which are those fuzzy white hairs. So those can turn into roots, or they can turn into really anything. So what you'll do next is just make sure it's at the appropriate level, which in this case this is, and then what I do is I have a organic all-purpose. I'll just take a handful of this. It doesn't have to be fancy or anything, and just sprinkle it all around. Make sure you get some into the planting hole and then scratch it, because you don't want to plant directly in fertilizer. Never, ever, ever, even if it is slow release. And then what I'll take is just a tablespoon or so of earthworm castings. This will add beneficial nutrients and microorganisms to help in the process of building your plant up. So now all you have to do is just take your plant and plant it. And there we go. I planted this because it's a little bit smaller, just up to its first set of cotyledon leaves. In the long term, it doesn't matter whether you bury them deep, because a tomato can only put out so many roots during the season. Make sure you label. And then I had my drip here, so I took that out when I was planting. So just go ahead and take your drip and put it back in after you plant. That's just so you don't disturb the whole roots when you're planting, or it doesn't get in your way. It's good to do that. So that's all that I use, is just some earthworm castings and just some organic all-purpose granular plant food. I will go ahead and water this with either fish emulsion or some sort of organic fertilizer, but that is the basic care that you need to know in order to plant your transplants into the garden. So I hope you like this video. If you want to see different videos such as me making my own potting mix, which are already on my channel, I encourage you to boop that subscribe button and that like button. And until then, get on growing.